Okay, guys, this is for our math. Again, I'm going to walk you through how to get to Launchpad. If you're already at Launchpad, you can fast forward this video. You're going to first begin by going to fultonschools.org, then click Student and Parents, Resources, and scroll down to where you see Launchpad. It is kind of under the area that says Students. And then you're going to log in. Remember, your login, your username is going to be your lunch number, and your password is your birthday. Now, when I log in, for math, there are two things that we don't mind you using. The first is BrainPop Junior, where you can review a skill, take a quiz, and then move on to working with McGraw-Hill. Now, McGraw-Hill is going to be based on what math class you're on. For example, I teach second grade math, so I'm going to be in the second grade book. If you are in a class that might be advanced or accelerated, you might be in a different book. So when I click on this, mine might look a little different, but that's okay. It all works the same. You should not have to log in again. If you do, your username would be your lunch number and your password would be your birthday. But again, Launchpad works off a one-click login, so once students have logged in once, they will not have to log in again. Now, you only have the student edition. You will not have this teacher edition. So go ahead and click on your book. There's a few things that I want to go ahead and introduce you to as you're looking at this. The first thing is this. So let's say that I'm in chapter 1. Every chapter has this lesson resources over here. If you scroll through, this one is your manipulative tab so that you can work kind of with virtual manipulatives. And there's some videos, some games, and my favorite is Backdash. Backdash is with every book, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It might be a little loud, so I do apologize. Let me turn my volume down just a little bit. And as if you work through Backdash,
McGraw-Hill Mathematics presents Fact Dash. Click Go.
Sorry. It kind of works as a virtual math facts game. And I encourage students to play this because, one, it times you, and two, parents, you can go ahead and check and see what they answered incorrectly at the end. If I hit go, you can see that it works with all levels of math, whether you're working on addition, subtraction, or mix, meaning both, multiplication, division, or mix, meaning multiplication and division. Let's just say that I clicked on addition and subtraction. I can set my goals. Do I want to work with sums and differences up to 8? Do I want to work with sums and differences up to 20? So you go ahead and click your goal. And then I always click do not time me, but if you're wanting your student to be timed, you can go ahead and click 5 minutes, 3 minutes. It's up to you. It works off 30 problems, so just keep that in mind that usually our benchmark for second grade is 50 problems in 3 minutes. So you can kind of base where your student's at there. For this sake, I'm just going to hit do not time me, and then I hit OK.
You will need to complete 30 problems. Click OK to go.
So then students can click OK.
Ready, set, go.
Now, when they type in this problem, they'll put their answer right here. They can't type right here. Instead, they're going to click their numbers down here. If that's not the number I want, I hit clear. Once I put my answer in right there, let's say I put 9. I'll hit OK. I got that wrong. You heard the boing. But if I get it right, you hear that noise. So you kind of have that satisfaction of knowing did I get it right or wrong right away. So that's a game that you can play. If the students don't know the problem or it is a little too difficult, you can hit skip. At the end, it'll tell you what problems that you answered incorrectly. Now, back to our math book. Over here on this tab, which you kind of saw me hit earlier, is your book. This is going through your chapters. You can go ahead and check with your math teacher to see what chapter you're at. Let's just say that I am doing subtraction 2-digit numbers. If I click this, it'll tell me my math words, which are just your vocabulary, and then your lessons. So that's a good thing to kind of use as review. So let's say that I'm working on 2-digit numbers right here, and I maybe want to get some more practice with it. I wasn't showing that my understanding. I can click some of these papers, and they kind of give me some resources, or they're going to give me some extra problems. Let's see what it is. It's usually red. Oh, it's going to download. But when you download it, it'll open up. Sorry about that, guys. And then I'll give you some more resources to do. Right here is your ebook tab. So let's say that I actually want to see my workbook. I can click ebook and it should come up. There we go. And you can really just kind of virtually flip the pages, look at your problems. This might be something that your students might want to do instead of doing the project-based learning. That's a good thing that you can do. And again, they just kind of work through their workbook. So going back right here, I clicked my chapter, and then I can kind of click what I'm at, and then click my lesson. Now, another thing that we are working with here is down. If you scroll right here, you click this tab, and you scroll all the way down, and you're going to see this project-based learning. Go ahead and click that tab, and then click project-based 8 is what we are asking our students to do for number 1 of the math skills. That's one of your options. So let's say I click on that. I'm going to go ahead and click right here where it says lesson resources, and this gives me what I'm creating. Okay, and it kind of is more of a hands-on approach to the math activity for the snow makeup day. Again, I went right here to this tab. I scrolled all the way down to where I saw project-based learning, and I clicked chapter 8. Keep in mind, whatever number you do for math skills might change how this is. Some people are doing Nearpod, so you can use the bit.ly link and then type in your code, and some people are working off their math book. The math book is always a wonderful good resource to use as you're studying for tests or preparing or using extra reinforcement at home. Just to review, I went to Launchpad and I clicked McGraw-Hill, and then I clicked My Math Book. And that's where I'm getting everything. Okay.